head smut of jawar. Jawar, sorghum. So one of the disease, fungal disease, which causes damage to the jawar ear. The causal organism is a Sphacilotheca riliana, so which belongs to Basidiomycetes, comes under order Styliaginales of family Styliaginaceae. Sphacilotheca riliana is a fungus and causes disease to host plant jawar, that is sorghum. So in Maharashtra, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, we can observe its distribution, but it is not observed in eastern India. In countries like Europe, Africa, and Eastern Asian countries also shows the presence of this pathogen. The whole plant gets infected and large sorus is formed in place of each ear. So this thing you can observe over here. So the smutted ear, a here you can see this is a smutted ear. It means what? Smut infection is there. Smutted head you can see over here. So such large sorus you can observe in place of ear. In some cases, terminal panicle, it escapes and lower ones are smutted, but in such cases, unsmutted ear remains sterile. Sterile means without formation of the grains. Smut sori are quite large, maybe up to 4 inches long and 2 inches broad. Broken sori are seen in which membrane ruptures before the bud has emerged from its seeding leaves, which exposes the black spore masses. Head smut of jawar caused due to the fungus named as a Sphacilotheca riliana. Smut spores are angular to spherical. On the screen you can see the smut spores in this figure. They are brown in color. Spores germinate in water where they produce four-celled promycelium. So in C figure you can see germination of these spores, formation of promycelium, and this promycelium it bears 4 sporidia. See here D figure you can see 4 sporidia. spores may remain viable for 2 years here, and spores can be cultured on artificial medium even. So related with recurrence of disease, actually disease is soil borne as well as seed borne. Remember, type of disease, it is soil borne, also it is a seed borne. Fungus is systemic and produces smut spores in abundance. Many smut spores are produced. These spores, they survive in soil or on the surface of the soil and infect young seedlings. This systemic fungus becomes most active at the time of flowering, and ultimately the floral parts are being converted into large sorus, which you can see in this figure A on the screen. Like this, at the time of flowering, the fungus shows its presence over there, becomes very active that time. When sorus ruptures, the spores settle in the soil. They remain viable for at least 2 years or more than that. On getting moisture, the spores germinate and produces promycelia and sporidia, and seedlings are being attacked again. Now, how to control the disease? Head smut of jawar. Actually, jawar is a major cereal crop of Maharashtra state. How to control the disease? We have seen the disease is soil borne as well as seed borne. So crop rotation is practice for this thing. So for 1 year, take sorghum or jawar crop, and in next year you replace jawar with some other crop. So disease can be controlled. Or affected plants can be collected and burnt. This is another method of control. And such collection of infected plants and its burning should be practiced for several years continuously, so that the inoculum will not remain in the soil. Prior to sowing, the seeds should be treated with fungicides, as it is seed borne even. So before sowing, the seeds, they should be treated with the fungicide to kill this fungus, Sphaerothecia aureliana. So fungicides like agrocin or seracin, they are used for this purpose. So by doing this, inoculum present on the surface of the seeds can be destroyed. This is the reason behind. And most important and most convenient method of control is to use resistant varieties of sorghum for sowing. So we have tried to see the details of the disease, fungal disease named as a head smut of jawar, how to control it, and all other details we have tried to study here.